Oh, speaking of God of War, yeah. PlayStation has all kinds of awesome exclusives. God of War was an amazing game. It's very seldom a game now. Like, I'll play it, and it'll become one of my favorite games. Like, you know, because it's competing with, like, almost 30 years of playing video games, right? So it's like, it's competing with the nostalgia of things like Ocarina of Time and, you know, Final Fantasy and just lots of things, you know? But yeah, the God of War game, one of my favorite games. Very good. Is that a different one? No, okay. Let's go to the console. So some Dark Dungeon will be fine. This week, be able to do more next week. Cover it with the software now. A bit worried about overdoing it and releasing them too fast though. Thought maybe I should start working on another series. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It just depends. Like if I'm gonna do another Dark, see, we have the 12-week thing to upload from Darkest Dungeon, but if I'm going to do another challenge at some point when more information's released about Darkest Dungeon 2, I don't know. I would want I'm not sure. It's a good question. Or good to think about. Here's the thing too, Gruntwork. I now have my streaming PC set up to where I immediately it's recording the content in high definition right away. I'm wondering if there's a way to send you some, or maybe like if you predominantly work on like backlog stuff and I work on only the newer stuff, maybe that would be better. I don't know. I didn't mean the relay channel. So this guy turned this off. It's his fault because he was hearing voices. For its DD content right now. Untranslated messages detected in memory cache. These messages will be downloaded to physical storage medium. Copy complete. Reactivate the relay transmitter. Return the data back up to Edna on the Groundbreaker. Subscribe channel as you finish each stream. I haven't been recently. But again, that's because the stream PC now automatically just records the stream without having to upload or download it anywhere. I need to do that too though. But I haven't been doing that the last probably since right before Halloween. Oh god, what am I doing? Probably just need to do that either way though. Just so we have another backup. Start. So you placed it on deity difficulty. Did you end up losing really quick, or you caught it before things hit the fan? The thing is, I don't know how noticeable it is, but YouTube compresses stuff. And so when you transfer from Twitch to YouTube, it compresses it. And you can tell because if you download a full stream straight from Twitch, like a 6-hour stream is like 24 gigs or something, like 20 gigs. If you download it after it's sent it to YouTube, it's like 4 gigs. So they're absolutely losing some quality on that compression. So I don't know if then you download it from YouTube at 4 gigs and then you edit it and then you upload it, does it compress it again? I don't know. By the way, I need to be doing it, I guess. Even I haven't been since the stream PC's been saving the recordings, but
request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Start with 3 encampments near you. All with horses. All your workers. I hate the AI in those games because they aren't the higher level the AI is, it doesn't increase how good they are. It increases how much cheating the game does for them, basically. Boogaloo. Hey, Irish. Welcome in. What's up, Irish? Irish. I don't know why I'm pronouncing your name that way. Killed all your workers.
Rizzo's knock you out hard.
Been here since about 8:30. Lurking. Been working. Gotcha. Allow you to get the large files from you. They cost money. Well, you can actually download. So what I can do, see, as you know, I already have a, I have a terabyte plan, business plan on Dropbox. So I could have the Stream PC automatically put those on Dropbox, and I could link you to it. You wouldn't be able to add your own stuff, but you'd be able to just view it and download it without even having to be on the account or anything. So I might look at that too. The only downside is, like, after we were done with it, we'd want to delete it from the Dropbox, because that would fill up pretty quickly, I bet.
My comm center already
I don't know,
got
I'll think about it.
ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly.
I'm gonna leave a note, actually. Dropbox for Stream PC. Cause yeah, I have that terabyte plan, which is plenty, but I mean, you're having to download them from YouTube anyway, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, you're having to download them either way. So downloading them from me through a Dropbox link isn't much different from you having to download it from YouTube, I suppose. So here's your data backup.
Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the
derriere is
payment
safe in my
authorization
hands.
for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
I'll do that. Doesn't Cicely watch the YouTube content? Are there any plans to add a chat overlay to the YouTube audience? Isn't left confused? I could do that. We did that in the past, right? The only problem is it takes up more screen real estate when I'm playing, you know? I do plan. So the plan for years is to be able to quit my day job, right? Derriere. How you doing, Swordy? Welcome in, Sword. Is to be able to quit the day job, and then I'll have a little bit more time, not only for my family and for sleep, but to do some more content. So I was planning on doing some more YouTube exclusive stuff, so you don't have to worry about me chatting during. But, I mean, I could absolutely do a chat overlay. It's not hard at all. We used to do it, but it does take up some of the screen, you know, which is one reason why I have, like, the alert list so small, as I'm trying to, I don't know, not block much of the game. Dairy air? Your cow farted? Yes. Google paper where they determined. Oh yeah, I saw that, Valentino. What speeds pigeons network carrying USB sticks are faster than network transfers? Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what it was on either. Alright. Speak with Phineas. Phineas. Station. The override cartridge will hand over control of the station systems to Sublight, legitimizing Leah's claim over the salvage. Find party fancy clothes. Can't do that one yet. Report to Dr. Dorset. Wanda will want to know what became of Captain Irion and the delivery. Okay. Irion.
You still betting on the tossball series?
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
C&P, chicken and potatoes. So, all the people you were talking to, sharing stories with, the YouTube videos, stream, in first place. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it depends on the game a little bit too, and how much the game has of a UI and a HUD thing. Like, our chat isn't super fast, so I mean, it might not be that big of a deal to have like 3 lines of chat on this screen or something that fades out over time, but I'm not sure. I could think about that too. Chat separately and add it as an overlay to the YouTube videos. Much better than an overlay during streams. Yeah, I don't know about that. You'd have to have something that does, I don't know. You have to have something that records a certain window, but it'd have to have like a transparent background on the chat. I don't know.
Well, well, Dr. Fenhill. It's not often I see you on this
Shade.
side of sickbay.
I make it a point not to get shot, and when I do, I can usually take care of the mess myself.
It'd be nice to have you in here patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your
It's
way,
not you,
then.
it's me.
You always do. Now, about your friend here. Keep hanging around and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you?
Hear about Irion. He didn't make it.
Oh my. I suppose the man finally found himself in a spot he couldn't weasel out of. What a shame. I should be lamenting the mechanicals, but... well... I'll miss him. I'll leave it at that. Thank you for bringing me the news.
The old, it's not you, it's me defense, that's right. So Shade, you heard on YouTube, you heard the tales of cannibal rakes, and you're like, what the crap? I gotta go check this channel out. They got a real life cannibal there? You hear that, Rakes? You killed him too? Oh no, I'm like Rakes. So your YouTube is actually just bringing in more stream viewers? It is, yeah. I've had people message me and let me know here that they found it through. And that's something I'm thinking too. I feel like the videos that I upload, I need to be uploading... I mean, we have a backlog, which is what the Darkest Dungeon is. But if I start uploading videos that I'm playing that game, you know, uploading them right after the stream almost, like Outer Worlds, the people that find it and want to watch Outer Worlds live would come see it. But by the time I'm done with that, I don't know. I mean, this is a super long game. But I guess what I'm saying is I wish I had done that back when I was playing Darkest Dungeon in real time or live, you know? And then we would have probably gotten more traction that way. Emerald Vale. You found the Journal of M. Makadu. Return it to the Vicar. I can't do that one, unfortunately. Alright. Let's see if we can go to this one. And then we need to go to Phineas after that. Yeah, Rakes is a collector of Rakes quotes. Don't worry, I can delete them all at any time. As if I have time to do that, even if I wanted to.
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is.
The HRS 1084. Alright, this is the last side quest we have right now. And after this, finally get to meet Phineas in person.
It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Lay down, Rakes. Show the stream. Thank you, Rakes. Have a good night. Good rest, I should say. New, improved packaging.
It's quiet as the grave in here. We should get the power generator going again. Might cheer up the place.
Nope, sorry guys, I can't go in here. It says restricted access. I do everything by the book, so we're leaving. Mind your head. Whoa. Can I really not shoot through that? That's stopping bullets. We need that technology.
I can take a hint.
Those letters block bullets. Block. Can't speak. Blame the cold. The cold. Alright. I don't even know why I came down here first. You get the electricity on first before we can go into these places. Well, that's going to activate the mechs too. I doubt it. H2O2, hydrogen peroxide. To stop bullets, just carry a sign saying restricted access. Exactly. No bullets allowed. That's right, Captain Failure. Thank you, Captain Failure. It's a great idea.
Let's give these little fellas a wide berth, Captain.
What little fellas? Yeah, they're absolutely continuing the study here. Nobody access memory cartridge, power below 5%. Yeah, we'll have to come back in here. Booby trap this place. Some glitz. All it does is highlight. How about some glitter at least, Twitch? Yeah, it is kind of lackluster, I know. I thought that too when I first saw it. Let's steal all the food while we're here. For whatever reason. Traps down here? Yep. What? Modified generator mode, normal. Maintenance logs. View facility status report. Non-critical issues 2. Issue 1, a toilet in the maintenance barracks does not flush. Replacement part ordered 1,243 days ago. Issue 1, sensors indicate Alta Vita gas is leaking from storage tanks. It's toxic to humans. Such a non-critical management does not utilize the Alta Vitae or Viti, I don't remember how to pronounce it, gas tank storage room. Sensors detect that the new laboratory scent air freshener is running low. Hey Glenn Wine, how's it going? Been watching you play for a few days now. How are you liking it? I'm the UI artist and looking for any issues that make it a better experience. Oh, hey, that is awesome. Glenn, thank you for watching. I don't know if it's part of, well, I guess this would be UI. I'm liking the game a lot so far. What would be really cool?
Attempting to contact you
One moment.
news. However, communicational function.
It's a very minor thing.
Due to the power outage.
I have to talk to Ada first. I'm sorry, Glenn. But one sec. What's going on, Ada?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So glad we finally have this opportunity. My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape.
Big fan of Obsidian's work. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm really liking the game. What do you want?
You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could peel your ship open like a can of Forest. But I'm in a sporting mood.
So if we had 65, we could intimidate. We have 65 in lie, though. What was that? You want me to hit this big self-destruct button? We get bribe. Let's see what she says if we lie to her. I mean, we have all those points in lying for some reason. Might as well use them.
I didn't say that. How did you gain access to that system? Stop it at once.
Hit a random key. Welcome to hell, Commander. Just kidding. Or am I? Want to find out the hard way? What is Borst? It's basically, it's kind of pork. It's kind of like roast. It's similar to pork. It's pork adjacent. Just kidding, or am I? How do Mal? Welcome in.
I don't know who you are, but I have nothing to gain by risking my hide against a lunatic. Commander out.
The UDL gunship is undocked.
That was easy.
They appear to be departing into space.
My dad used to say words have power. You proved him true.
All right. So Glenn, I don't even know if this is considered a UI thing. So one of the things I did mention early on is that the UI and the default key bindings are very intuitive. So I think the UI in the game is pretty good. And in fact, one of our regulars here, Stuff, was talking about from a viewer's perspective, the UI looked good, looked clean. What would be really cool, and again, I don't know if it's actually UI, is I really like how you can adjust the quest stuff, it'd be really cool if you could have one more option in here that was by proximity. So one of the things that, and it's not a really big deal, but like when you're on a planet, you have a lot of side quests. You have to kind of come in here and look through the side quests and figure out which one's closest to you or which one you want to do next. If there was one that would just do proximity and you could go down the list, and that way you're, you know, I don't know. It's a very minor thing, and like I said, it's not really a UI thing probably, other than the implementation of the menu itself. But no, I've had no trouble with the UI design or anything in the game like that. It's been really good and intuitive, which is important, obviously. So yeah, really liking the game. Don't let anyone tell you that Greedfall's better. Alright, let's finish this terminal. We did that one. Repair the toilet. Work order already exists. The existing work order was opened 991 days ago. Was last accessed 991 days ago. I think that's the only thing I remember saying through the playthrough that I wish they had. But it's not pig. That was an easy fix to that problem, wasn't it? Just because we have a really high lying score. They just leave. We've been tracking you through space. We tagged your ship. Good, yeah, noted. Oh yeah, no problem, Glenn. But yeah, so far, really enjoying the game. And something that actually Misfortune mentioned is a lot of games, side quests feel like they don't really have a purpose in that universe, so to say. Like, they're side quests for the sake of being a side quest, you know? Like, you go to a town and there's always the customary, all right, go kill 5 bears or whatever, because bears are in the woods and they sometimes hurt people. But yeah, that's one of the things is in this game so far I've really liked. Not UI related, but is the fact that side quests seem to have purpose and to like flesh out the world rather than just there to artificially extend the amount of time you play the game. So anyway, thank you, Glenn. I'm glad you've been hanging out. Okay, so getting the power back on did reactivate the mechs, but I think we survival. But what are the bears doing in the woods exactly? Oh, you know, bear stuff. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. And on that same thing about the quest tracking, and again, I think it was Misfortune. I think Misfortune was saying that one of their only complaints was that you can't track multiple quests at a time. So instead of just having the UI have a proximity quest thing, just being able to track more than one at a time would kind of solve that same thing, right? Because if you're tracking multiple quests on your HUD at the top, and you're on a planet where you have multiple side quests, you can just, you know, turn towards each green point on your map and go one to the other. But some way to either track multiple quests or to, yeah, have them by proximity or something. Okay, there's one more red dot somewhere. Where was that? Here it is. I really want to find out what's going on with his experiments. From Kimball. Concerns. Of course morale is low. You gave those PhD tanks of nuclear scrambling gas and no warm bodies to test it on. What do you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no one lays a hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree. You asked that I reach out. I'm doing so. Or is something amiss with the team? How's their morale? Their commitment to the project? It's another one from Kimball to A. Kimball. Bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a princess who trained to be a soldier. While the other princesses got jobs at canneries and counting houses, the soldier squinted down her sights at the firing range and made sure she hit the target every time. Then one day, a not very nice man offered her a job at an ivory tower, far, far away from the kingdom. The princess could provide for her ailing father, her lovely child, and her goofball husband, but she would have to stay locked in the tower till the doctors could find a way out. Once she thought better of her choices, the princess applied for early dismissal, but no one listened. The end. I love you, Angelica. Maybe you can write me a better ending. Give your father a hug. Tell him I'm sorry for missing another birthday, Mom. Have a singular main story or a series of main quests you tackle? I mean, it kind of has both. Yeah, Mal. Like I was saying before, it seems like everything in this game is pretty well interconnected with the storylines and fleshing the different factions and people you meet in different towns and stuff. It does have a main storyline. Very long story short, in a nutshell, you were traveling from Earth to make a new life for yourself in this colony far away, and you were in stasis, and it was only supposed to take 10 years. There's a malfunction. You've been asleep for 70 years. And you were the only person this mad scientist guy could only basically wake one person up, and lucky you're the one he somehow chose, and you're kind of trying, as far as we're aware, to save the rest of the colonists of the Hope, which is the ship that you were frozen on. You were in cryogenics. Yeah, no problem, Quinn. So everything has kind of been relating to fixing that ship and getting those people out of stasis, presumably. But we'll see. We have 100 engage auto mechanical defense protocols in min override. I've never been able to, or I've never seen 100 hacks. I'm going to use that. Initiated. Excluding user Adam from the target list. Adding UDL personnel to the target list. Successfully set. So I could have come in here and set this and let those people land, and they would just kill them. No. Alright. The main story, like Skyrim, where you can just go off to hundreds of other doing anything else. Force you into the main quest. There are a lot of side quests. You can go off and do side quests and explore and stuff. But, like I was saying, it's open, so you choose which side quests and which places you go within reason. But it's not open in the sense that there's not like all that extra stuff in there, and I'm not saying those things are bad. Like I like Skyrim and stuff to like artificially extend the game, I guess I would say. I don't know. It's not quite like Skyrim is in that regard. Like I've not been doing the main quest tonight. I've been streaming tonight for like 4 or 5 hours, and I've just been doing side quests and finding secret labs and learning, you know, about what they're doing with the cysty pigs and stuff. But eventually, to go to the next planet or whatnot, I'm gonna have to do some main quest stuff. This is the terminal we already used, right? Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah, you can't ignore them for a certain amount of time. It's not super linear, but it's more linear overall than like a Skyrim type game, I guess you would say. No romance options, not that I've seen yet. Okay, all right. Not that I've noticed. Oh, that's barred from this side, so we're gonna have to go around. Whoops. We're gonna have to go down the stairs and then come up. Okay. So options are all friends of the ship. One thing I do like about that though, so I liked that there was romance options in Mass Effect, for instance, but it felt like every time I was talking to a crew member, they thought I was trying to sleep with them. And so there were times in Mass Effect where like I had to be careful not to accidentally sleep with people. That sounds so funny. But like Miranda, man, I couldn't be her friend without her being like, all right, time to jump in the bed with me, you know? So I don't mind it so much. Security protocols, disengage checkpoint security. Okay. Crystal files, Mama Bear. Kimball came by asking if any of the docs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet. Just ask Alpha. Shocked off with a spring in her step. Okay, weird. Then she requisitioned a UDL Electrofloor 3000 for my checkpoint and a crate of concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems especially uncomfortable around the docks. Sounds like your IRL's treated women. Yeah, right. I mean, sure, Metawar. You and me both. Forest-wise, farmed tumors that grow on cysty pigs. Yes. Not quite pork. Pork adjacent. Cysty pigs. So my wife played through the game first, but I was staying blind to it, right? And so every night after the stream, my wife would come up to me and she's like, have you made it to where you could actually see the cysty pigs yet? And I was like, no. And she's like, man. Fun, you know? It's not just, it wasn't just her though. Everyone in Mass Effect. Even Morden. Like, Morden like, when you're trying to be friends with him, he's like, excuse me, Commander Shepard, but I'm very flattered, and if I was going to experiment with humans, you'd be the first one I would consider doing so with. But I don't like you that way. I'm like, Morden, I'm just trying to learn about your past as a friend, guy. Chill. Sus the super pigs, looking back on it a little bit, yeah. Does worry me a little bit. See something? I've already seen some. I went to the Borst factory. I'm gonna visit Phineas, don't worry.
Oh, wow. But they've been left here. All alone.
Yeah, they were. This is absolutely the second lab. Subject should not be revived until a method for stabilizing his condition is found. Eva's on this again. Lorelei, James, Claire. Eva's the one we saw on the other one too. Subject's condition is dire. Make sure resuscitation devices are on hand upon revival. Please hold on, Claire. We almost had it this time. I swear. We'll bring you back. The list is getting smaller. Now it's down to 2. Subject will need extensive nucleon resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. So sorry it ended up like this, James. We'll come back for you all and fix this. I swear on it. Please forgive us. Eva and Lorelei, the only ones left. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Don't you put that in my head, Brain Spackle. How you doing, Brain? Welcome in. TLC. Don't you put that evil on me. Let's loot everything before we go to the terminal. Oh, we're 6 off from opening that. We're so close to leveling. Maybe I should kill those robots. It's in there. Sticks around for a while. It does. Security routines. Modify system access protocols. Unlock personal quarters. Oh, never mind. Done. That's in your head too. System access protocol. Admin location Byzantium. Menu username HHCVP0257. Insert sublight overdrive cartridge. I don't think I had to do that, but grant sublight remote access to the station. Project summary. Probably should have read this stuff before I gave her access. Purpose: biological hybridization and assimilation strategies. Active team members. Inactive team members. Goal: further the chimeric science via the targeted modification of human nucleon using strands obtained from Halcyon native fauna. Raptidon. Trying to mix Raptidon and human DNA? Could be worse, I guess. Subject: station morale. It has come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between HRS 1084's research staff and security personnel. Many of you have submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion of morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. Charlie logs. make a new character and kind of wish there was more hair options. Yeah, I thought about that too. It seems like no game has just a goatee, you know? Sad. It's always full goatee with mustache. It's just not right. Charlie. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Laura walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. They didn't need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour since. Claire. We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first, the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow, I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. James. Have a goatee and mustache. No, I mean, it's not right that that's the only option in the game. They should have both. This log is being entered by Dr. Fowl. Had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next to test subject. He pulled the short one. No new development after all of our sacrifices. It still feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from HRS 1084 will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my reports and transmitted our recall notice. We're just awaiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads. We're not even close to that point. Okay, outbound comm transcript. So that must be Eva. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Who is this? I'm the project lead on 1084. I wanted Station 1084. You have orders to maintain wireless silence, so a mission in state is archived. Executive override. Password antediluvian. What can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me they would deliver my query about our transcription problem to the Cornelius Vanderbilts. Where are we with that? I'm afraid I can't provide an updated status this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George de Hevesy Institute in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out. We have an update. When? Are you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084, misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override. Save in cases of emergency. This is an transmission ends. Executive override for uses Eva Chartrand, discontinued, duration indefinite. Headed to Earth. Hey, level 25. So I would have had enough to...
Wait, Chartrand? We've seen that name before, back in Cascadia.
So I would have had enough to open that door now, but I'm sorry. Okay. 25 means Ellie and Parv have a new point. Well, everyone does. All of our teammates. All right, tier 5. What do we got? When this companion is down during combat, they heal back some health and continue fighting. This effect has a long cooldown, 15 minutes. Healed 25% health when down. When this companion takes damage, they gain some armor for a short time. This affects up to 3 times. Stand your guard. Seems good. Combat effects inflicted by this companion's abilities last longer. I think I'm going to do the armor rating. The more these ladies stay up and have things hitting on them, the longer I can just hang back and shoot things. So hers are the same, I'm assuming. Yeah. All right. Researcher's mask. Bleed duration plus 30%. Interesting. Thought there would be more in here, actually. Like a journal or, You know, one of those data pads or something. More story. Let's see if they say anything about this.
What did I tell you? Harlow's down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
It's hard to know who to trust.
Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then
Don't trust me, Ellie? Just because Harlow turned out to be crooked doesn't mean everyone's like that.
don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
How many balls are in my hand? That's all we need. Enemy girls showing up with bazookas. So. Can't live your life thinking the worst of everyone. Except we've created artificial gravity. Can't live your life thinking the worst of everyone.
Sure I can. In fact, I bet you I live a lot longer.
Maybe you're right. I'd rather try for something better. Ever consider that looking out for others can be your best interest? I'm gonna go with maybe you're right.
Well, let me know how that works out for you. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony?
As a matter of fact, I am. I'm not explaining myself to you. No, but that's not the point. Well, I mean, that's why I'm doing it. I don't know if he really will, but...
And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
Nope.
Something on your mind?
Okay. Parv, where are you?
June Leia like a casserole, right? Everyone likes a casserole. I mean, I don't really, but I don't count.
We're in this...
Cakes. Cakes I like. Gosh, I hope she likes them too. Yeah? I mean, what do you need? Captain? Mr. Sir?
We're in this, like, secret lab where they're experimenting on humans. Trying to make them into Chimera with alien lizard DNA. And I talked to Parv, and her first thing is, like... talking about Junlei and if she likes food, basically. It's like everyone likes that kind of food, right? I mean, I don't, but chicks, man. All right. Alrighty, out we go. The other downstairs area was just to turn the power on, I believe. So, UDL. It's still crazy that gunship followed us here, and I was just like, I just lied to them, and they just left. No kill, since options have combat viability now. With no kills? Against...
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
I don't know. Like an entirely pacifist run? I don't know. I mean, I guess I need to see the rest of the main storyline to know. Because it seems like some of the main storyline you have to kill, but I don't know. Maybe not. Is that the same event?
Adjusting before you
Yep.
pull. You're anticipating.
Yep.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a...
I think we'll sell most of those.
I thought I counted.
Run back to the groundbreaker anyway. We can sell over there. I hope there's a way to do it.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
It's pretty interesting when games do have that option. Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst. There you go, Mal. You were asking about Borstwurst. You see that pig? That's a cysty pig. It's a space pig covered in cysts. Harvest those cysts and you got Borst. That's the way to do it. Both pass. Pacifism isn't really viable. Alright. Spacer's choice. Holy crap, I stole a lot of consumables. That's where all of our weight was. Jeez. Pass this playthrough is possible. Someone has already... Someone's done it already? You talking about it? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Glenn. Can't sleep and all you can say is EU pacifism. I'm gonna have to look. So I don't know if you noticed. I know you said you've watched a little bit, Glenn, in the last few days. But what I usually do with a game like this is I go in as blindly as possible. Like no preconceived notions, no hype, or going in with any kind of expectation of it being good or bad, and knowing nothing.
Join us or die,
hey,
Master.
Anonymous gifter, thank you for the gift sub to Glennuine. Thank you, Anonymous, whoever you are. Appreciate it. Welcome in, Glenn, to the sub club. But I go in completely blind, and I look at nothing about the game until the end. But then after I beat the game, then I go out and, you know, find all as much as I can. Like, but I noticed that when I wasn't blind to games, I don't mind people playing through with guides or knowing things, obviously. But I noticed for me, when I went into a game with any kind of like knowledge or preconceived thoughts about it, I don't know, it impacted like my enjoyment of the game. And whereas like back in the day, you know, when I didn't have internet or computer when I was a kid and playing things like Zelda and whatnot, I mean, that's how you played through games, right? You played through blind. You didn't know you weren't supposed to like a game, or that you were supposed to like a game until you played through it and knew how it was for yourself. Yeah, whoever you are, Anonymous, thank you again. Yeah, you can't really enjoy it for it. Same thing with movies. Like, I try not to know much about movies or like look at reviews at all before I see a movie. Hey, Miss Monty, welcome back. How's it going, Miss Monty? All right, Lilia. Mob boss, sorta.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
You also find some automech salvage awaiting new owners. The base had scientists in suspension tanks. Some might still be alive. Have you got any more work for me? Let's ask about the scientist. Oh, no, I wasn't saying that because you spoiled anything. No, I was just saying that I definitely want to check out other types of playthroughs, but I honestly had no idea. So it's hard for me to answer those kind of questions, so I'm glad. And I guess, Misfortune, you've already beaten the game. You didn't think there was a way to do pacifist either, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, no worries. Wanting to watch things get shot, get somewhere positive with a result? We come to the right place, Miss Monty. Who's it come out? Yeah, same thing. Bones.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
A UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced him to back off or lie. It was an easy job, no surprises. I'm going to tell her about the UDL.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. They might have figured that out already.
Rare gas in a lab that tested on people. Couldn't have been a coincidence. It was about your cloak and dagger warnings. I'm listening. Hope that means I'm due for a raise. I want to go with perception. How could you, yeah?
You have an eye for patterns. Good. We need more contractors like you. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
The truth about the human tailbone. You have my interest. Now you have my attention. I'm going to go to number 3. The truth about the human tailbone.
Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret.
Vitae.
Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
Hunting since research from pirates? No, absolutely not. Say it. Run over. No, I wasn't going to say that.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me?
Last time I joked with her, we lost some reputation with her. She's definitely serious. No joking around. Look at this ass review. Gruntwork or another mod? Can you guys do the exclamation permit thing? Yeah, that's fine, Glenn. We have a bot set up that'll delete links if someone hasn't been in the channel long enough, just because we get spam bots every night. But there you go. Now you should be able to post it, Glenn. Thank you for asking. I guess that depends on what we're talking about.
You call that an open mind? All right. Here goes. Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
Aliens? Aliens. The difference between number 1 and number 2. Yeah, if you don't catch that window, Glenn, you post it, and it just deletes it. Can you repost it, Gruntwork, if you don't mind? Unless you're on mobile, I guess. I can do it. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go with number 1. There we go. Thanks, Glenn. Outer Worlds, Pacifism, Supernova. Kill everyone. I'll check it out. Thank you, Glenn. I'm not gonna look at it until I'm done with the playthrough, but I'll check it out after.
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to believe it.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
Your crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
A few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
Well, it looks like Phineas is gonna have to hold on a minute, because I'm really curious about this alien stuff. When you say aliens, what are you talking about? Enough, tell me what you've done. Really don't know what to make of this. Let's ask what she means by aliens. I mean, I kind of assume I know, but...
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with Halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
But what does that have to do with aliens? Unless she means, like, the new humans will be alien compared to the others. I don't know. I haven't seen any evidence of aliens. Number 3. Man, I want to do a playthrough where I pick all those answers. I gotta do that sometime. Spiraling quickly.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
My wife killed her, by the way. So my wife earlier today said, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But she was like, I will tell you, there's, at some point, there's someone in the game that's talking about aliens, and I accidentally killed her. So I didn't get to do her quest. She was like, let me know if you get to that tonight. How do you know I'm not an alien spy on a mission to silence you? Enough. Tell me what needs to be done. Really don't know what to make of this. Alright, just tell me what needs done. My wife's a monster. She told me what happened. She said she was trying to pickpocket her, and she got caught. Instead of getting the option to lie and whatnot, that she just attacked her, and then her teammates started attacking back, and so...
Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species. I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
You kill her, but she happened to die because of your actions. So kind of like what my wife did. Sounds messy, but I'll take the job. Murder isn't covered under my contractor employment agreement. Why do they need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her,
Right,
she
Gruntwork?
engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
This reminds me. You remember what she said previously when she was like, when you were at the Borst factory? Did you see anything weird with the pigs? Were they whispering when you turned your back? Did they, you know? Does she think they're turning people into... They're going to turn the people into Borst? Or, well, into cysty pigs? When did Sublight get so principled? Your concerns for the fate of our species is admirable. What about how the quest line resolves? Gotcha. Welcome. Oh, for this or the... Yeah, gotcha. It's a pretty big leap, Gruntwork, I know.
I just want to add Savior of Humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
So she wants to be Savior of Humanity and crap in a golden toilet. That all makes sense. Sounds messy, but I'll take the job. Murder isn't covered under my contractor employment agreement. Where does Chartrand fit into your alien conspiracy theory? The labs I passed through didn't seem that evil. All capitals. They weren't that evil. I'm going to go number 4. Where does Chartrand fit into this?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks. How much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators.
Wake up, sheeple.
She has access to the board. Unlimited
she's gonna
funds
say
and
it.
a colony full of sheep.
I didn't see the sheep thing before I said that she was going to say sheeple. Oh, man. I want to say the second one about murder and see if there's a other option, but I don't want to not be able to do the quest. I'm going to see what she says. Hopefully it doesn't... Generally, if it's going to do something like that, that's a good thing about this game, is that they did put the parentheses to tell you what's going to leave the conversation, which is going to trigger an attack and stuff like that. So I don't think it will do that.
Just think of it as salvaging hope from the smoking wreckage of humanity. This is your initiation into a future with Sublight. Want a steady position in our ranks? Buy one with a bullet.
Oh, boy. What do I get for joining?
Well, there's your usual fee. What else do you want? A promotion? It's yours. Even better. I'll owe you one.
The labs didn't seem that evil.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because
she's got a good point.
Call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
All right, I'll take the job.
This key card will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not
Byzantium.
like the answer.
I can't go right now.
By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything.
Guess we are going to Phineas first.
She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Looks like all paths lead to Byzantium. So time to go talk to Phineas in person for the first time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking this button. It helps out a ton. And after all of that, be sure to check out the next video right up here. Of course, as always, thank you guys for watching.